What up, everybody? I have missed y'all so much. Now, this is my first time not going live since I've done it. I did this because so I could record my live sessions, which they're not really live, but record my sessions whenever I have free time rather than just having a set time on Friday or Saturday, and if I can't make that time, then not being able to do it. So this allows me to say if I see on Tuesday I'm going to be booked up Friday and Saturday and can't do it, I can just make the video Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whatever the case is, and just have y'all video and upload it to that time. If I'm able, or upload it that day. Either way, it makes it easier, and plus most of y'all voted yes to start doing it that way. So that's what I'm going to do. I've done it to help y'all, and I've done it to help me where I can hopefully get it out there more often and more consistently than what I've been able to do, especially when I'm busy and stuff through the week like I have been this past month. But anyways, right now, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you straight. This message, God's been really working on it for a week. Been really laid it on me, and I was just like, God, this is what you want me to do. This is what you want me to go with. I'll do it. You just tell me and let me know. And so last night, laying in bed thinking, I was like, God, what do you want me to speak tomorrow? I was like, I didn't do it today. I was like, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Like, what do you have me to speak? And this entire message just kept stirring in my mind, and I went to sleep thinking about it. I've thought about it all day, and it even stormed today, so that felt like it was just more confirmation of that I needed to do it. So with that being said, the title of this message is called The Beauty of the Storm. And you might think, well, how in the world could a storm be so beautiful? Let me tell you how this all happened. I was working in a yard Thursday evening with my brother, laying down mulch, and the house we were at was beautiful. It was a nice lake house, had a pool right on the lake, and I was just like, man, this is awesome. Like, the view was it was beautiful, and I was like, and for whatever reason, I thought, I bet a storm would be nice to watch from that porch to come across. And I was just like, Lord brought to my mind, it's like, there's beauty in storms. So I'm like, okay. I was like, I guess there could be. Then I saw, I believe it might have been on Twitter, someone captured a lightning strike, and the sky was just beautiful. I was like, wow. I was like, that was beautiful. That was amazing. And once again, God was just like, storms, they can be beautiful. And I'm like, okay. So, like I said last night when I was thinking on it and just trying to listen to what God would say before I went to sleep, and just laid this one on me. And today, ball game got canceled because of storms. There was lightning, had delay, and then we just ended up calling the rest of the day. But with that being said, this is the beauty of the storm. That being said, I didn't really think I was going to have scriptures. I was just going to go as the Lord led and speak through me. But as I did, I was like, God, there's any types of scriptures, lead me to them. Lead me to the scriptures that you'd have me to say. And I stumbled upon Psalms 27. And in my Bible, it's got a little subtitle called The Lord of the Thunderstorm. So I'm like, oh, this is it. All right, so I'm just going to read y'all all 11 verses. So just bear with me. I'm just going to read all 11 and then come back to the verse that really stands out the most, and I'm going to use as my base verse. Verse 1, it says, Give unto the Lord, O ye mighty, give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Verse 3, The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. The God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon many waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty. The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars. Yea, the Lord breaketh the cedars of Lebanon. He maketh them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Syrian like a young unicorn. The voice of the Lord divideth the flames of fire. The voice of the Lord shaketh the wilderness. The Lord shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord maketh the hands to calve, and discovereth the forest, and in his temple doth every one speak of his glory. The Lord sitteth upon the flood, yea, the Lord sitteth king forever. The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord would bless his people with peace. I'm going to go back. It was one of the ones in the beginning, and you might have been able to guess it. But it's verse 3, where it says, The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. The God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon many waters. So as we see in this walk of life, storms, let's be real. Storms can be scary. They can be dangerous. They can be wrecking. They can be destructing, so on and so forth. But yeah, have you ever sat back and just looked at a storm, just watched a storm? My dad talks about all the time. He loves sitting on a porch when he's got one, when he's able to, and just watch a storm. And I've always thought, man, who wants to watch a storm? Like, that stuff's scary, bro. And then, just with God dealing me all this message, he really showed me and let me know just how a storm can be beautiful. Whether it's the lightning, whether it's the sound of the thunder, whether it's just the sound of the rain in that storm, it can be beautiful. So whatever you're going through, whatever storm you're going through right now, it can be beautiful. You just got to look for the beauty in it. Because right here it says, the voice of the Lord is upon the waters. So that means the Lord's in the storm already. He's upon those troubled waters that the storm's causing to rage to and fro. The God of glory thundereth. That thundering sound is just God's glory roaring across this land. Roaring across your storm. Roaring across your situation. That's all that is. The Lord is upon many waters, which means he's there. His voice is upon it. He's upon it. And the glory of God just thunders across your situation. I'm sitting here to tell you, well, how do I tell the difference between a beautiful storm and a bad storm? Well, I always wondered this question myself until the Lord spoke it through me one night preaching, and I didn't catch it till I went back and was listening to myself. A storm the devil sends will cause destruction and cause weakness and cause doubt. A storm sent by God will cause strength, give you growth, and give you nourishment. And you might think, wow, that makes sense, but okay, I'm just not seeing the beauty of my storm. Well, the question is, are you really looking for the beauty of the storm? Because I'm one to admit, I'm straight with you. These worldly storms, okay, these earthly storms, those ones like we had today, ones we had a couple of weeks ago, or whenever you can think of the worst storm you ever saw, ever been in your life, not just spiritually, but I'm talking ones with these clouds out here that we see. Well, the worst one you were in, if you go back and think, how'd the lightning look? The beautiful streak across the sky, the if I can get my words right, W-R-L-I, I'm getting this message out. The beautiful blue light that flashes across the sky. The way the light makes certain things look, it just really stands out and pops. Or the way the thunder sounded. Yeah, some thunder sounds worse than others, but did you really just think, wow, that sounded pretty neat. It sounded really nice. And you're thinking, Chase, you're crazy. No, I'm not. I'm telling you. And I'm always tell everyone, there's a positive side to everything. Whether if it's the simple thing is you're breathing, and that's the only positive you can get from it. There's a positive to everything. But I'm telling you, there's beauty in the storm. There's a beauty in your storm right now. Why? Because anything the Lord does is beautiful. Anything he makes is beautiful. I mean, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at this beautiful world of creation. Look at all of this. It's beautiful. He made it. Us humans is the ones that make it ugly because we sin and fall every day. God had nothing to do with it being ugly. The world's ugly because of the people in it, because we're trying to get God out of it. We're trying to kick him out of it instead of bring him in it to keep everything beautiful. But instead, we're all kicking him out. We're trying to kick him out of schools. And I thank God that I heard the other day more schools are trying to get Bible classes and this and that back into schools. And I thank God for that. There's still hope that things are going to get taken care of. Things are working them out where God can get back in this land, because I'm telling you, church, there's ever a day and age where we needed God in this land. It's the day in which we live in. This world's getting worse and worse and worse, and it's nothing of him, it's all us. We all do it. We all mess up. We all mess up and make it ugly in our own way. And you might think, well, I don't go out and cause these shootings. We all make it ugly in our own way. Why? Because this world is full of sin, and we all sin every single day. Even the best Christian you can possibly think of sins every single day, and we all make this world ugly. And as bad as it pains me to say that, because I don't want to make something God created ugly. I don't. Okay? But we all sin every single day. We all do it. We cause more sin to be in this land, whether it's we tell a white lie or a teeny tiny lie, or we do something big and catastrophic. Whatever the case is, we all have part of the blame for it. We all take blame for it and stuff like that. So we're part of the reason the world is ugly. God didn't make this world ugly. We did. That was all us. So that's why the storm itself has got to be beautiful, because we're in the storm. God, He'll send you a storm, and if you just look at it instead of thinking, oh, here's another storm, it's not going to be that good, then that's just what it's going to be. Your outlook affects your outcome. So if you're looking at it as it's going to be a bad storm, then that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a bad storm. It's going to be, you're not going to get growth from it. You're not going to get nourishment. You're not going to get help. You're not going to get nothing from it, because you're not expecting to receive. Now, if you look at the storm and expect to receive and expect to get growth and look at it positively, as if, God, how can you bless me in this storm? God, how can you do this? How can you do that in this storm? You're going to receive something from it, because you prepared your bucket to catch the rain. You got to prepare to receive. If you don't prepare to receive, don't expect to receive, because you're not going to get it. It's just like going out there wanting someone to spray you with a water hose to cool off with in the summer, but you've got an umbrella keeping that water off of you, and you wonder why in the world you can't get cooled off. He's out there. He's trying to help you. He's trying to get you to grow. He's trying to get you nourished. He's trying to get you strength. He's trying to get you encouragement. And sometimes maybe that's what he does. He's wanting you to see him in the storm. Because a lot of times when the devil creates the storm, we don't see nothing but bad things. We don't see God at all. We don't see nothing at all. But that's why sometimes God has to send us a storm that's not going to destroy us, but it's going to build us up, because we're going to see him in it, just like this verse talks about. The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. We're going to hear the voice of the Lord within the crashing of the waves. We're going to hear the glory of God as it thunders across our situation. We're not going to be afraid by it. We're going to be helped. We're going to be calmed. We're going to be soothed by it. It's not going to be a crashing, bang, boom, thunder. It's going to be a nice, soothing sound that just, you'll know it has to be God in it. And then more importantly, in our darkest of times right here, it's going to say the Lord is upon many waters. You'll be able to see him move in your situation. You'll be able to see him move upon the waves and this, and that. You're going to be able to see it because it's a God-sent storm. I'm not saying you're never going to see devil, you are alive. I'm not saying you're never going to see God in a storm the devil brings out, because you will in times. You will a lot of times, because God helps you overcome. He helps you. He is the lighthouse in those storms. So just when you think you're not going to be able to make it out of the storm that Satan sent your way, just look for that lighthouse. Look for that little bit of light, because I promise you that little bit of light, that little teeny tiny bit of light that you might even see is very, very dim, is God showing you a way out. If you just go towards that light to get out of that storm, to get out of that dark place, I promise you, you'll receive strength once you get out. The destruction of the devil he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. If it takes a massive storm to absolutely wreck your world, to wreck your plans, he's going to do it. God wouldn't do such thing with his storms. That's why you say, well, how can I tell the difference? Pray about it, because a lot of times storms look very similar. You get dark clouds, you get rain, you get lightning, and you get thunder. You got to pray and ask God, God, is this storm supposed to help me grow? Am I going to grow from this? You got to go into it expecting to receive. You got to go into it expecting God to make a move. You got to go into it expecting to receive instead of expecting to get destroyed, because your outlook affects your outcome. If you walk into it thinking, man, this storm looks pretty bad, it might, damage my house, it might do this, it might do that, you're probably going to get that, because you're not expecting God to move upon that storm. You're not expecting God to be in that storm. And that next storm could be one that helps you grow. That next storm that could be one that helps strengthen you, could water you, could nourish your little seed that you've got, that seed of faith, the size of a mustard seed. He could use that rain to water that seed and make your faith grow. He could do a lot of things. I don't know what the case is in your storm right now, but I promise you there's beauty in it. You just got to look for it. It's there. It is there. It is there. Even in the storms of the devil, there's beauty still there. And when you think, well, what in the world could be the beauty in a devil storm? That little bitty light. Because answer me this: if you were a ship back in the day, out on a storm, couldn't see nothing, didn't know where you was, didn't have any slightest of clue where land was, and all of a sudden you seen a flash of light, then another, and you start going towards it. You're going to start getting happy because that lighthouse represents where land is, which means you can get to, which means you can get safety, you can get off those troubled waters, you can rest easy if there's shelter nearby, or you can just simply get out of the storm. Just because you can see the lighthouse in the storm doesn't mean the lighthouse is in the storm. It's your way out. Yeah, it might be in the middle of the storm, but if you go to it, there's going to be safety at the lighthouse because God is that lighthouse. He is that safety and that safe haven of a lighthouse. If you can get to the lighthouse, you're going to be safe. You just got to keep getting there. So I encourage you out there, church, whatever type of storm you're in, even if you don't know, I encourage you, look for the beauty in it. Pay attention to the lightning that goes around. Look, be in awe of the creation and what God does, because He created it all. Be in awe. Look, expect God to be working. Expect His voice to be upon the waves. Expect to hear the glory of God thunder. Expect to see God walking upon the waters coming out to get you. Because see, the disciples, they weren't expecting much help when they were out on they weren't expecting none. That's why they cried out, because they finally seen something that could help them. So they called out to it. If you see something, if you see God moving in the situation, or you think you see God, call out. I promise you He'll answer. He won't leave you hanging. All you got to do is call out to Him. And He could be passing you by right at this very second. He could be passing you by tomorrow. He could pass you by in the next 5 minutes. I don't know. But if He's passing by, call out. Call out, because He may not pass by again. You might miss your opportunity to get help in that storm and to make things a lot better on yourself. I encourage you to call out. Pay attention. Ask God. Pray and seek and ask God to show you the difference between His storm and the devil's storm. Pray that He shows you the strength that's going to come from the storm, the soothing of the thunder, the beauty in the lightning, and the sweet growth of the rain. Pray God shows you all of that. And you might not see it, but I promise you'll feel it. You might not see exactly what's coming. You might not be able to tell, hey, that's a really bad looking storm, or that's this type of storm. I don't know the science behind storms and stuff like that. I don't know if there's different types. I just know them as thunderstorms. You might look at it and say, man, that's a pretty bad storm right there. It's this type of storm. You might go through it and realize, man, God showed Himself mighty in that storm. I saw the beauty of the lightning. I heard the roaring of thunder, and all I could think about was just God's glory. Or I even seen Him walking upon the waters, moving in my storm, making ways where I saw no way. Or maybe I just seen a lighthouse to get me out of it. I promise you, there's beauty in a storm. You just got to find it, church. You just got to find the beauty in the storm, because it's there. Just when a storm happens, we naturally look at it as bad. Look at it as destruction. Look at it as hurt. Look at it as damaging. Look at it as anything else but healing, growth, and help. We look at it as everything else besides beautiful. But I promise you, church, there's beauty in your storm. You just got to find it. Whatever you're going through in life right now, you got to find the beauty of it. Yeah, in some cases, you might not see the beauty of that storm till weeks, months, years past. But look for it. I promise you, if you look for it, you're going to see it. And if you don't see it right then, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the calming of His voice upon those waves. You're going to feel the glory of God as the thunder roars. And you're going to feel Him moving and walking with you through these storms upon the waves that are trying to drown you, trying to ruin your boat. I promise you, church, there's beauty in the storm. You just got to find it. You just got to look for it. Even if it's something small, as if, hey, my boat is together. My boat still looks pretty good. Something small. Look for the beauty in your storm. Whether it's the people in your boat with you that God surrounded you with as a supporting cast. Whatever the case is, look for the beauty in your storm, because it's there. We just never see it because we never look for it. We never expect there to be beauty. We just expect there to be destruction, pain, agony, and hurt. We just expect that type of stuff instead of expecting the good that can come from it, expecting to get growth, expecting to get help, expecting to get this, expecting to get that from God. We're we look at the storms the wrong way. That's why we never receive much beauty from them. So I encourage you, church, whatever the case is, look for your beauty in the storm. Whatever the case is, look for your beauty. With that being said, I feel the need to quit. I feel the need to be done. I just feel that's what the Lord laid upon me. I feel like He's just wanting me to be done. So with that being said, I told y'all my last live stream, whenever it was ago, that if you'd send me screenshots of you being subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd shout you out and let you know I appreciate you and thank you. So far, I've only got 7 names. I know are subscribed. A couple of them sent, but some of them I know before. Because see, the thing with my YouTube app, it doesn't always show me which ones subscribe. Like my notifications, it don't always tell me people are subscribed. Like I think since I've had the channel, I've seen maybe 3 I get notified when they subscribe, and I know for a fact they don't always do it because I was with 2 people at one point when they subscribed, and I never once got a notification. Not a week later, I didn't get nothing. So that's why I wanted you to send me a screenshot so I knew you done it and I could properly thank you. And for those that watch this through Facebook, through Instagram, whatever the case is, I appreciate you for sharing. I appreciate you for telling people to follow me. I appreciate you from the depths of my heart, even if all you do is just say a prayer for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Because God gets all the credit for this first and foremost, but if it wasn't for y'all helping share and spread the word, it wouldn't go far. And I thank y'all so much for that help. So that being said, I'm going to name off the 7 people that have helped me. I got them written down right here. Tanner, he was like one of my very first subscribers, something like that, first or second. Madison, my friend Kylie, all the way up in Michigan. I appreciate you. My boy Swaff, Garrett, appreciate you, love you, buddy. Amy, appreciate you, love you. My girl Bree, appreciate you, love you. Kylie, Tanner, Madison, I love all y'all too. I don't know why I started at Swaff, I don't know. Swaff, I guess you're just that kind of special if you watch this. I mentioned Bree and Megan, all the way down in Louisiana, that I've gotten to know and built a great, friendly, and godly relationship with. God really ordained that friendship years before we were even born, and I thank Him enough for finally bringing that together. With that being said, for y'all 7, thank y'all so much. I thank y'all for the support. Thank you for the subscribing and doing whatever y'all do for this ministry. I thank y'all so much for that. It means a lot to me, and I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. So for all y'all, please, 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 I want to shout out everybody. I want to give thanks to everybody. So if you send me a screenshot that you're subscribed, send it to me, and I'll write you down for my next video, and I will gladly shout y'all out and let y'all know that I love you and appreciate y'all. Also, I have Dad brought home a Bible. It's a pink Bible from work. He said they had several, and he took one when he went into work one night. They had some left over from something they did, and they left them out for officers to take. So Dad took one, and Mom's got a Bible. Me and Tanner got a Bible. Dad's got a Bible. Pretty much a lot of people I know have a Bible, but it's pink. But by all means, don't let the color, men, don't let the color matter. If you need a Bible, get in contact with me. I'll hook you up with this Bible. Girls, if you know someone that wants a Bible, like I said, pink. But guys, don't let the pink follow you, okay? Don't do that whatsoever. It's the Word of God. If you need the Word of God, don't let the color stop you. I'll gladly get it to you, won't laugh at you, won't do nothing else. And I promise you, if you're desperate that bad for a Bible and to learn the Word of God, that you're going to take a pink one, God, I promise you, will protect you and make sure nobody makes fun of you. I believe He will. I honestly and truly believe He will. If you stay loyal and faithful to Him and do your best to get in His Word, He'll stay loyal and faithful to you and make sure people don't make fun of His Word. Okay? So, that being said, anybody out there knows someone who needs a Bible, you need a Bible, whatever the case is, get in contact with me. I will gladly give it to you. But I only got one, so it's a first come, first serve type deal. But if more people want one or need one, I can gladly find a way to get more by all means. Getting people Bibles will never be a bother to me. So if y'all need one, know somebody, whatever the case is, get in contact with me, and I'll do my best to get you hooked up. So with that being said, thank you to everyone who watches this. Thank you for all those that are subscribed. Like I said, send me screenshots so I know, so I can shout you out. I don't believe me or Tanner are preaching anywhere anytime soon. I preached Easter Sunday night, but it's on my Facebook. And if you want that, get in contact with me. I'll get it to you. With that being said, I believe that's all the announcement I gotta make. So yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I love all y'all. God bless.